down. Maybe I should talk. I don't know. What can I talk about? You know what? We could talk about charm. I was just thinking about what makes someone charming. I don't want to toot my own horn, but whatever, it is what it is. I think I'm charming. You know? Okay. I think with Asian people... Oh, welcome! Let me know if you guys have any questions or want to pick my brain or something. With Asian people, we have to be modest all the time. Or that's what they tell us to be. So it's hard for me to say that I'm charming, even though I think I am, and I can see when I'm captivating someone. But it made me think, what makes me charming? I know, it's so annoying. Or anyone. Why is anyone charming? But I think what makes me charming is that I'm okay with a lot of my insecurities, I guess. Kind of. I don't mind talking about the fact that I used to have irritable bowel syndrome, which wouldn't be so bad. If you guys know, irritable bowel syndrome affects 20% of Americans, or so it says online. And what happens? You can either have constipation, or chronic constipation, or you can have chronic diarrhea, or you can have both. And I am under the chronic diarrhea situation. Or it was, and it wasn't just that I had chronic diarrhea. I mean, I don't know if you guys, thank you for staying on, viewers, listening to me talk about my bowel syndromes, bowel movements and crap. Anyways, it's not just that. I used to have really bad gas. It was stinky as shit. And I think I was telling someone was asking why I was with my husband, or I don't know how I got there, but it was about my husband. And I said that I think it was love, because he could be around me even though I was hella stinky all the time. And I smelled really bad, like really, really bad. Yeah. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I guess I'm just trying to say that sometimes charming is skidding into the road. Like Ted Mosby. He can be hilarious to look at and make fun of, but he makes fun of himself too. And that's beautiful, you know? Like, I guess being able to laugh at yourself and your faults and not take yourself so seriously, I'm lucky enough to be like that, so just saying. Let's see, what else was there? I am doing my makeup, which is, I don't know. I've been doing that. Just seems easiest to do my makeup while I'm talking, you guys. Oh, I've been working. Hi! Thank you for chatting. I appreciate it. Oh, it's the first time. I like that. Let's see. I'm new to all this Twitch thing, and I'm wondering, how are you doing? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you? So I heard that the demographic for Twitch is like younger people, basically. Can I ask how old you are? I'll tell you how old I am if you tell me how old you are. But only in that order. Oh, 25. Yes, you are young. You want to guess? I mean, you don't have to. I feel like it's a painful thing when people guess, because if you guess higher than what I am, then I'll be offended. 25 is very young. You be my age and then you tell me, and also, man, I don't know what it is. I think even when I was 25, I didn't think that was that young either. I think when you're 25, or when I was 25, I wanted to be older. I wanted to be established. And I didn't appreciate being young. When I was that young. Ooh, 31. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I am 33. And did you say I was 31 because of the way I look, or because I'm so wise? Because I can appreciate it if you said I was wise. 25 is a good age. Are you, let's see. Is it a good age? I think when I was 25, I had a quarter life crisis. And that was not a good time for me. I was just like worried about what to do with my life. And at the time I put a lot of pressure on it too. Like I had to know by the time I was 25, because you would just be on the news. Everyone on the news was 25 and successful, but I was like not 25 and successful. I was definitely 25, but I was not successful. Let's see. How are you doing? Hope you're doing. I am doing well. Thank you. Wow, everyone's a first-time chatter. I appreciate that. This is my third time on Twitch, so all of it's very new to me. Welcome. Let's see. It's not that good. Let's see. Yay, following me. Thank you. No shot at you, 33. That's crazy. What do you mean, no shot? Are you no shot, no shit, you are 33, or no way I'm 33? A lot of pressure. So what do you plan to stream on here? I don't know. I mean, I was just gonna talk about whatever we're interested in. What are you guys interested in? We could talk about anything. We could talk about love. Are you guys dating? Is anyone dating? Anyone looking to date? How's it like dating online? Or if that's where you guys do it. Are you guys boys, girls? Into boys, girls? Things are so different these days. And I appreciate that. I like that you can like whoever you like. You don't have to put a label on it. But it's also very confusing. Because then I know a lot of people who are online dating and then they just talk to 1,000 people, maybe like 5 people at a time, and that's totally fine. Or the situationship that you guys like are always in is very confusing for everyone involved, because situationships don't really have rules. Or that's what I think. It's like a wild, wild west. How can you know if you should be mad if someone does something you don't like because it's just a situationship, right? I don't know. It's all very confusing. No way you are 33. Don't worry, I ain't being rude, I swear. Oh, it's fine. Are you saying I'm too young to be looking to be 33? Because I appreciate that. I just broke up with my girlfriend last week. Oh, I'm so sorry. If you want to talk about it, did you break up with her? Did she break up with you? Mutual? Are you grateful to be done with her? Are you moving on, or are you still like in like a lot of pain? No, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to either. It's like totally a boundary issue. If you don't want to, it's okay. You don't look like... I'm 28 and unsuccessful, so we all good. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, here. So I'm trying to redefine what it means to be successful, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and let's see. People will not validate me for everything I do. People think I just watch TV all day, that like I'm just like, if you guys watched like Married with Children, I don't know, it was such an old show with Al Bundy and whatever. The wife is always depicted as someone who doesn't do anything, and she stays at home and she just eats bonbons and watches TV, and she barely cleans and whatever, and she just asks for money. And that's just not what stay-at-home moms do, but that's basically, I'm saying that we could always think we're unsuccessful, but don't we work? Everyone works and tries really hard. And what is success? Why do a lot of Americans define success as how much you have in the bank, how much you make on a yearly basis? What's your GDP? It's like, it doesn't make any sense to be so one-dimensional about our worth, you know? Anyways, so I'm trying to move out of that situation and like value myself outside of how much money I make or what my title is, or like when people ask me, what do I do? It's annoying and trivial, and I feel like Americans need to ask better questions. In Europe, they ask, where are you planning to vacation? I love that. Instead of asking, what do you do? Most people never ask you what you do. They just ask, where do you plan to vacation? And I like that. Or, you know, whatever. It doesn't have to be vacation, but that seems like a nice, it's better than what do you do? Let's see. Let me, you know, I'm not moving on. I'm still in pain, so I don't. Okay, no worries. Don't want to talk about it. That's cool. You could talk about other things. Let's see. Oh shit, it's not right here. That you got. I came out of a 6-year relationship last year. It gets easier. Oh, that's very sweet. You know, breakups are hard. It's very painful. And I want to say it's okay to take your time too. And, you know, I think there's always, it's kind of silly because you compare yourself to, say, your ex-lover. Say they moved on quickly. It's like, we always think they win or you lose. There's no such thing as win or lose. It's like, it's when you move on. That's your time frame. We should honor if you're upset and you're sad about it. It's just going to take as much time as it is. And I think that's just so silly to compare your time frame for grief and pain to someone else's. Like, if they move on, that's their, good for them. That's their life, like whatever. But that's not your life, and we should just tend to our own pain. I think. Let's see. You getting ready to go out? Me? Actually, kind of a little bit. I'm going to meet up with a friend. I shouldn't say what we're doing. Let's say it's a little illegal, but I'm going to meet up with a friend. Let's see. I never ask what people do. I ask about hobbies and stuff when dating. I feel like it's a bit forward here in UK to go straight to what do you do for work. Oh, wow, you live in England. That's cool. Or, I'm sorry, it doesn't have to be England, right? United Kingdom, is that like... I'm sorry, I'm such an ignorant American. But yes, anyways. Yes, see, Europeans are great about stuff. I really admire that about Europe. I think you guys are more forward than America. I think Americans, there's certain pockets of Americans. Like, I'm on the left, so I'm pretty liberal. I believe in socialism and getting our government to work for the people. More like the Nordic countries. But Trump is our supreme leader, so what are you gonna do? At this point, I'm just gonna not watch the news for 4 years for my mental health, and then hopefully vote whenever I can, and then anyways, I think it's pretty tough to vote in America anyways, because it's not like anyone is... You don't have really good choices. Everyone, even if they're a Democrat, I don't really know if they're on the side to want to help people. You know, they're really in the pockets of the 1%. I don't know if you know anything about politics in America, but that's where we are right now. Or that's what I believe. Anyways. Let's see. Hobbies are good. What kind of hobbies do you have, by the way? We could talk about that. Yes, that's so cute. I feel like that's such healthy advice. You don't rush through it. Take your time, reconnect with what you like doing. The rest will fall into place. Will feel like a punch in the stomach for a while, though it is. That's true, right? Oh, my cat is knocking on my door. Give me a second. Let me open it. All right. Let's see. What do I have to say about that? I think when I was younger, I had a lot of daddy issues, and I was chronically with a man. Since I was 13, I had a boyfriend all the time. It would be like, next guy, thank you, next, kind of like Ariana Grande song. And then one day, because of life and journey and like growing and loving myself a little bit more, I realized that I was only with people I did not respect, but only because I didn't want to be alone. I was so desperate to not be with myself. One day I decided that I wanted to try to be with myself, and then I didn't date for like a year and a half. It was like the best year and a half of my life. I mean, yeah, it was not lonely at all. I thought I would be lonelier. I was so afraid of this thing when it wasn't that bad. I got to do all these fun things with my friends. When you're not in a couple, you don't have to think about someone else. Say what you eat. It's such a little thing, but like you can always choose your own food. And it was such a beautiful thing at the time. And I don't always miss being single, but I miss that I didn't use that opportunity to just love myself a little bit more and learn about myself and do hobbies I liked and spend time with the friends that I have. Because once you're in a relationship, it's harder and harder to spend time with your friends, And besides, anyways, sorry, moving on. Orange Man is ruining world economy because of ego play. That's all I know. Yes, our supreme leader is the best. I don't know why in America, it's so hard. I think a lot of people must have a low emotional IQ, because I feel like he's totally a con artist, and people do not see it, or they don't even care. Like, he has harassed women, he has stolen from the government, he has da-da-da-da-da. Like, the list goes on. And we all, like, Americans just do not care. And I think I don't hear people I know enough about why. Maybe I should be more curious about why they are the way they are. I know a lot of people are in pain on both sides. It's just, maybe they just think he's gonna save us, when obviously we're going down the shitter altogether. But anyways, we don't have to talk about the Orange Man anymore. I'm tired of talking about him. He is going to do what he's going to do, and there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, yeah, so it's sad. Moving on. Interesting, thanks. Asking, I have many. I like to hop between hobbies, often, unfortunately. I definitely think I have ADHD outside of work. That's cool. That's fun. It's okay to be scattered a little bit, but right now I'm really enjoying gardening. Okay, making my garden super nice to have people around and stuff. Thank you for the supreme leader thing. I loved saying that. I think I made that joke 2 days ago, and I cannot stop calling him my supreme leader. I think, especially because if you're on the right, you don't have a high emotion IQ, and I'll say it ironically, but then they do not understand, and they kind of like it. I love it. I love like making jokes with them and like teasing them, and it's because what are you gonna do at this point, And also, I have to say that I don't hate every Republican. I know a lot of people demonize the right. A lot of my friends who are on the left demonize the right, and I don't appreciate that, because it's not, Trump is a monster, but like everyone on the right isn't necessarily a monster. They might just have fake news. They have propaganda. They watch Fox News. They are sad. They're scared. I actually heard that Republicans have a high amygdala. I think that's what it's called. It's like that part of your brain that is really sensitive to fear. So they have to watch. They are very hypervigilant, and so they watch lots of news, and then they become paranoid, and then they vote for Trump. So it's kind of like, I don't think they're evil. I don't think everyone that's a Republican has to be evil. I don't think everyone that's a liberal is a social justice warrior either. But, everyone's pitted against each other. So that's where we are too. Oh, yes. Oh, let's talk about your hobbies. Sorry, we're going to go back. Gardening's cool. I actually don't really love gardening, but I am trying to make a clover lawn because I live in Los Angeles. And, with the drought and just like maintenance of a garden, it's just not my preference. And I want something that's low maintenance. So with clovers, you don't need that much water. And it is, let's see, because it's like one stem, but it's really vibrant and green. And you don't need to water it too much. And if you get like micro clovers, they'll be like very short and they don't grow to a certain height, so you don't have to cut it all the time, so you don't need a gardener. So I was starting that again. Yeah, you could tell how much I really hate gardening, but I have to do it so that my lawn looks a certain way. Yes. Let's see. I heard every house in America has to have a pristine photo of Trump in the house. I don't know if they do have to, but a lot of people give money to him. Like a lot of people who don't have a lot of money will give money to him. And I think it's crazy. It's like he doesn't need your money. You need your money. Let's see, what else? Every 2 weeks I heard there's Trump. I don't know about this Trump inspecting thing. I don't think that's true. There is dust on it. But I don't know if that's a joke either. But it's kind of scary. Honestly, it's a hard time in America. And I don't think it's going to get better. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. I mean, inequality is just going up. I bet inequality is going up for you too in the UK. Actually, we could talk about something else. I don't know if you're down to talk about it, because I heard English people are very sensitive about royalty. It's up to you. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to talk about it. But let's see. You guys pay taxes to the royals, right? How do you feel about all that? Do you support that, or are you okay with it? What's next? Oh, yes, mascara. Okay, highlighter. I don't mind talking about them. I won't be nice though. Elizabeth was a tax dodging bitch. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you think so. I like that you can be critical about your own country, because I heard that a lot of people are not that they believe they should be paying taxes to the royals. I'm sure anyone at the top is a tax dodging bitch. I have to say that in general. Must be a generalization kind of thing, because Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos pays nothing in income tax. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's she's special. But I also agree that I don't understand why citizens have to pay to the royals when what do they do for citizens, Like, you have a government already outside of the royalty, and also you guys need the money more than they do. So I just don't get it. And I feel bad that people think they should continue to pay into the system when you guys really need your hard-earned dollars more than they do. Yeah. Let's see. Most working class and most of UK don't really care for the royal family. Is really just tourist attractions. Okay. Well, that's good to know that you guys don't support them. It's sad that we can't do anything about it. I feel like if the majority can do something about it, I don't know. Sometimes I feel very powerless even though I vote, What do you think? Should we really go? Buckingham, it's all foreign people. You know what it is about the royals, about to foreign people? Well, I'm just saying because I'm an outsider looking in. I think it feels like a fantasy you want to live, There's no other royalty really, that hasn't been like shot off. But it feels so special to be special, you know, and to live in the lap of luxury. And I think I don't know if it's just an American thing that we like fantasy. We definitely do like fantasy. Yes, we like fantasy. Why would we be like the number one producer, you know, Hollywood, etc., etc. Yeah, but I don't think we would actually want. I don't think we would want to pay for them. We just like the look of them. We like the idea that we could have been them, or we could marry into them. You know, it's hope. That's what people like. It's hope for a better reality than the reality they live in. And I think it's kind of funny because we will escape into these different fantasies, which is okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with escapism. I don't think there's anything wrong with daydreaming about watching a movie that's like beautiful and thinking we could be like that, or like reading a book that's nice. I think our problem is that we don't have hope in our own reality. Like, we don't know if we just put a little bit of effort into making our lives a little bit better every day. Just a little bit of effort, like creative effort, putting time, sitting with your pain a little bit so that you can find a solution. I think that would help a lot of people in the world. I don't think we feel like that, though. I don't know if anyone feels like they have hope to making their day-to-day life a little bit easier. But I think it's easier for me to say that than, just because I think a lot of people don't really think like that. Or also a lot of people are so stressed out. Like in America, a lot of people have 2 jobs because of inflation. And they don't have a lot. They're just surviving at this point. So I can't say they have the time or energy or withband to do something with their life or like make their lives a little bit easier. It's like they're barely just trying to survive at this point. Or we all are. Let's see. Okay, I mean, the royal family consistently took money from the homeless to heat the 120 rooms in Buckingham, so I don't think they have the moral high ground. Put it that way. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I'm sure the idea of royal family is very seductive, but the reality is very different. I know the reality is different. A fantasy is just fantasy. Even celebrities, everyone thinks of celebrities like beautiful, perfect, whatever, but like that's not true. Everyone's human. And especially the top, they're very greedy. But I also think they live in a bubble. It's not necessarily all their fault. It's like the forces in the system they're in. You know, if they have a lot of yes men around them, it's hard not to have yes men around you. Everyone knows that their position, you know, so people don't want to say anything offensive. And then so you never change as a person. If you're on the top, I mean. I don't know about that homeless thing really is fucked up, I swear. People can be very inhumane. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's basically like having the Kardashians in a place that taxpayers pay for. Sure, they bring in tourist money, but I don't care for them really outside of entertainment value. I don't even care for the Kardashians inside of entertainment value. I've never watched their like reality TV show, but I just don't understand people who watch their reality TV show. Like, what's so special about their drama, about them worrying about what they look like, about the people not believing that they didn't get plastic surgery? Like, I'm just so tired of the thing that they're in. Anyways, that's my little Kardashian thing. I actually don't. I would say I'm a hater. I have to say there's so many things about the Kardashians. It's really because I'm a woman. I don't know if you're a woman, if you're a man, if you want to let me know, that'd be great. But it's fine either way. But I'm a woman and I sometimes have body dysmorphia, but that's from my input from social media. And where I'm from, like in Glendale, you don't know this, is in California, there's a spot that has a lot of Armenian people. And then you could just see everyone has a BBL. Every single person at the Americana, which is a iconic mall there, has a fat BBL. And BBL is Brazilian butt lift. And that's from the Kardashian way, you know, like the plastic surgery industry has blown because of them. And as a woman, and a woman that has a daughter, I do not think, if you're going to be a role model, if you're going to be powerful, I wish there were more people who are more powerful and in a way that is helpful for your mental health. But I think because we live in a society that has the free market, that cares all about money, and money only moves if you don't believe you're good enough, then of course a family like a Kardashian's family is going to be like at the top of the food chain, because they really don't feel like they're good enough, or else why would they always have to go under the knife? And then because that is what people strive to be more like them, and other people, you know, money flows that way because you don't feel like you're good enough. And I don't think that's okay to do to women, you know. I just don't. I think those women were beautiful before they had plastic surgery. I mean, yeah, they're beautiful now that they had plastic surgery, but they were beautiful before. And I hope that my daughter and I do not feel the need to go under the knife. But I understand why people do too, because everyone's in pain. They just want to feel better. They want to feel like enough, and this is not how they're going to feel like enough. It's actually the backwards law. It's like the more you try to strive to feel like you're enough, the more you don't actually feel like you're enough, kind of situation. Let's see, where are we? Oh yeah, see, Princess Diana was for the people, and she was taken out of the picture fairly swiftly. Controversial topic though. I hear ya. Was the last good royal, and her death was no accident. Let's just say that. I see. Okay. Oh God, it's so hard to do my eyeliner when I'm talking about like difficult stuff. So. Yes, I don't know much about the royal family actually either, because I don't keep up. Yes, I just don't care. My husband told me, I was like wondering why Princess Kate? So sorry, I don't know. Yeah, whatever her name is, was not as beloved but as Diana. And then, yeah, I heard that Diana really tried to fight for the people. She really cared about everyone, and she was not always for what the royals wanted, which is really sad, you know? Isn't it sad that someone who's so brave and so compassionate, and someone who was inside trying to make it a better place for the common people, they do not make it in this kind of society? And I mean, look at Bernie Sanders. I don't know if you know anything about politics, but he tried to run like in 2000, God, what is it, 2024? Maybe it's 2016. And people did not like him. I mean, not people. Everyone loved him. The people, the general public loved him, but he did not make it because he was going to rock the system and like make it easier for us, which heaven forbid the elite and the establishment was not into at all. And so he could not be our president. I don't think he could have ever been our president. I think also, if anything, I don't know. I just feel like, is it so pessimistic to feel like we live in a system that is rigged anyways, that one person cannot fix everything? Even, I think in the end, we're going to have a revolution because of the inequality gap. I mean, I've talked about this before, but I've read history books. You know, it just happens over and over in the world, like Russia, revolution, France, revolution, China, communism. Yeah, because of inequality. And everyone who tries to fix the inequality gap beforehand, heaven forbid they try to, it never really works out. You just have to wait until the 99% gets so uncomfortable that we start revolting. I mean, that's why Luigi was such a big deal, right? I don't know if you know, but someone killed Luigi is a guy who killed the CEO of an insurance company here in America, and everyone loved him. He is beloved by the public. He's practically our Batman. Let's see. Let's see. I was gonna ask what a BBL was. It's tough. Should be more natural people. Should have more natural people as role models. BBLs here are laughable. Yeah, I'm sure they are. That shit ain't natural at all. You know, BBLs is one of the most dangerous things you can get as plastic surgery goes. 1 in 33,000 people will die from going under the knife for a BBL. There's like stuff in your butt. I think there's like specific veins or something, and it happens where it's very common to die from it, basically. And people are willing to risk their lives for this caricature. And now that the Kardashians got rid of their BBLs and Thien is back in, what do these common people do? You know, it's not like they have all this money to go back under the knife to get rid of their BBL. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Sorry, this liner takes a little bit of precision. So I need it to focus. It's fine, it's not perfect, doesn't matter. Let's see. Sorry, my cat is in the way too. Let me see. Get over here, Billy. You good, you got it right. Yeah, she was loved and she did speak out about the royals. She was very compassionate. Prince Harry's mom, so I get why he left it all. Yeah. I did see that about Luigi thing. He got loads of support. Yeah, he did. No, not pessimistic at all. I have basically given up on people and politics here. I genuinely think democracy is just an illusion. I agree. Unfortunately agree with you too. I mean, it's a little pessimistic. So then there's this philosopher. I don't know if it was a philosopher. There's a story. If you you're English. Do you know the School of Life? I love the School of Life. Sorry, lipstick. Okay. There was this thing on the School of Life. I think it was a story about how this guy comes over and then he's like welcomed into the family. They're just eating together, and then he's talking about politics. And then the person who owns the home, the host, was like, I don't know anything about politics. And then the guy was like, what? How can you not know anything about politics? And then he said, I tend to my own garden. That's like a very common, like, it's not that common of a phrase, but it's a nice phrase to have. Tending to your own garden. I vote. That's for sure. I don't have the time or the energy, honestly, I'm just a human being. I don't have the time and energy to be that politically involved, to like call people and like volunteer and like do all that stuff. I don't think most people do, to be honest. So I vote, and that's all I can do. I educate myself when I can, but I'm gonna stay away from the news. Like, it's not good for my mental health. I don't like that I have this pessimistic view. If you watch Don't Look Up, it made me so sad. It's about global warming, really. It's a satire about global warming. But, there is a lot of beauty in the world, and I don't want my politics to be such a big part of my life if there's nothing I can do about it. If you cannot control, if you have the resources and the passion to be in politics and fight and all that and whatever, that's great, but I don't. So I think the best thing I could do for me, my family, and my life in general is to not avoid, but like focus on my own life, trying to make myself better, trying to make my daughter better, trying to make my life better, trying to enjoy the little things in life. Because if you look at politics all day, if you look at the news, it's bound to be all sad shit. It's super sad. It's not great stuff to be in all the time. Of course you're going to be paranoid. Of course you're going to think the world's a scary place to live in. Of course you're going to think you feel powerless most of the time. And I don't like to live in that space if I can. Yeah. So, I mean, I try my best to be semi-educated, but I also like don't care. I just, if it's not relevant to my area, I just cannot. It's not that I don't care, but at some point you can't help those people who live halfway across the world, or you can't do anything if this is our supreme leader. I voted against that, but that's all I could do, and now the people have spoken. So let's see. I was gonna up and leave the UK when it gets too bad. We already have riots and protests. I'm so sorry. That sounds so painful. Even in America, there's a lot of riots because of Trump. And I thought about, I mean, eventually we have to leave in general in anyways. And it doesn't have to be about politics either. I mean, global warming. Like, I've already looked up places that are better for global warming. New Zealand is a nice place to go. Maybe I'll meet you there. Let's see. Canada was supposed to be pretty decent. I mean, they have free health insurance, so that's nice. But I feel like they're kind of like America too. Yes. So no matter what, I don't think there's actually a great place to live. I think that's an illusion too. Just I know moving does sound better. It probably might be eventually, depending on how bad our inequality gap is and global warming and whatever. But I don't know. It's a hard thing to say. So then we have fires in Los Angeles, big fires, big fires. And people were talking about leaving, right? Because they're all scared and stuff. Fair. But our family is here, right? Our friends are here. So if we up and move, like, a part of me is like, well, we're not going to all move in the same place. Let's be honest. Like, everyone's going to move in different places. You're going to have to reestablish yourself. Philosophy wise, should I live somewhere and live a longer life and reestablish and miss my friends and family? Or should I live here and risk it biscuit and live a shorter life, but live with the people I love and like known forever? So life questions. Not familiar with it. I'm sorry. It's all right. Let's see. I know it's an analogy. If you plant a seed, you might not enjoy the tree, but your children can. Oh, that's a nice analogy. I like that. If you plant a seed, you might not enjoy the tree. That's a very nice analogy, because planting seeds, well, unless you enjoy it, because you do enjoy gardening, lots of people who plant seeds do not actually enjoy gardening, do not actually enjoy the things. I mean, I don't know. Do you have kids? I have one kid, and I have to say, as a mom, I don't enjoy 80% of what I do. I discipline her, I clean, I cook, I teach her things. I don't like teaching. I don't like disciplining. I don't like the grind, to be honest. But I love my kid, and that would be a nice way to think of it. Like, I'm planting a seed so that she can have a better life. I grew up with a lot of trauma, chaos in my life, and I'm really grateful to not have her have to deal with the same thing. It's a little bittersweet. Obviously, I'm a little envious of her life, that she gets this thing that I deserve but I didn't get. But I'm also healing my inner child as I give more to her. But it's also a huge toll to like have to deal with your own childhood baggage while you're trying to deal with the present moment and raising your kid. It's like a double whammy, I say. I think all you can do, and this is sad for me, but I came to the same realization. I am one man. I can't change it. All I can do is play the game and hope those around me. Yeah, I hear you. I am on the same page with you. We're doing our best, and there's nothing else we can do except for vote. And at least we know there's a lot of fake news. At least we know that the person in charge is probably going to do a bad job. At least we know these things. And And I think if we could really do something for the world, something small, but like really significant, is to listen to the other side. Or I don't know, you're in UK, so I can't tell you what your political system is like, but in America there's like the left and the right, and I feel like if I could just listen to their side and see why they think the way they do, and like maybe come about it in a curious place, maybe they can eventually hear what I'm about too. You know what I mean? Because I think the problem with the left and right is that we're wanting the same things and we do not hear any of it. We say different things that sound offensive, and then we don't hear each other. So, but we want the same things. It's so crazy. Yes, make America great again. Yes, I love that saying. Yes, we all. Yes, anyways. Where men used to not return home from wars and women used to get beaten for speaking out on turns. Say amazing. Let's go back to that. Hey, I bet that is, well, I don't know about men going back to war, but I bet they totally wanted, people who voted for Trump totally wanted women to get beaten for speaking out a term. That would be me. Yes. What was I going to say about that? I don't know. I mean, there's just so much going on. I feel like there's so much progress that people want to make in America. There's a lot of good people in America too. And then there's a lot of people who are scared of change. Say, sexual harassment in America, you know, like in the 50s, it was fine to flirt with a girl at work. It was fine to slap their ass or talk about their rack or da-da-da-da-da. Like, that was fine. I'm not saying it's fine. I'm just saying that was fine back then. And now, like, you say anything, they're scared. I think men are scared of change. Especially with that, they're scared of offending anyone. They're scared that this is, and then they, backlash, and then this happens. Things like this where they want to go completely back to the way it used to be. I don't have kids, but I do know it's very selfless. Oh, I will always be grateful for my amazing mother. I tried to take care of her now. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad that you had an amazing mother. Not everyone was so fortunate. I think a lot of people did not have an amazing mother. I think 70% of people actually think it's kind of funny that if you adopt a pet in America, you have all these things you have to fill out. Like, you have to know how to do these things. And if you don't have any experience in, like, caring for a pet, they won't give you the fucking pet. But, like, in America, you can you can just bang and then have a kid, and you're not trained to be a good parent, or you don't know how hard it is. You don't know that you need money, support, mental health to, like, really take care of a kid. And it takes a village, and you don't have a village most of the time in America. We live in a very nuclear family, which is really con for us because there's not generations of help around you. Anyways, my little issue with parenting. Let's see. It's probably not that far apart. The working class getting shafted whilst politicians have their billions in offshore banks to avoid taxes. Biggest criminals are all on the wage of the parliament. Yes, I feel like that is very similar to us too. You are speaking a truth that I think it must be a worldwide thing. I feel like globally we might have a inequality gap, and that is probably why, because of the crookedness of our government that's gone astray. Anyways, in the 50s, it was fine time to commit SA. Oh, sexual assault. Yes, 50s. Yes, that's not a good thing. No, it was not a good thing. Can I pick up a war paint color? What? I don't understand, but sure. Yeah, I am very fortunate. I have an amazing family growing up and still do. Unfortunately, my parents are very sick right now, so all I can do is pay it back. Yes, I don't know. It is very unfortunate that your parents are sick. I think that is also the trajectory of life that, we all get sick and we all eventually pass away. And it's really sad, for sure. It's really painful. And in Buddhism, there's this thing. It was, what was it? So Buddha he was a monk that was kind of like a homeless man that would go around. He'd knock on doors and ask for a bowl of rice from people. And then they would give him a bowl of rice. So in his mind, when you give him a bowl of rice, he's making good karma for you, or he's giving you this opportunity to make good karma. And I think that's a beautiful thing about you being able to take care of your parents, being there for them when they're older. It's like you being able to give back to them is, I know it's very painful to watch them. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's probably the worst thing, to watch your parents go through the pain that they're going through and like feeling powerless, 100%. And I think if I was that parent and my kid was giving back to me, I think I'm grateful that I can give them the opportunity to do so. And it also shows you how selfless they could be. Taking care of the elderly is not easy either. Caregiving in general is not easy work. And that you're doing it is very, I think it's beautiful and it's heartwarming. And I think that's the most humane thing anyone could ever do, is caregive. Let's see. I know this stream is titled Doing My Makeup because I just did my makeup, but then now I'm done kind of, and now we're just talking about stuff. Let me pick your war paint. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What color do you want? Please don't pick anything that's not neutral. I thought this was enough. I don't want to look silly today like a clown, but sure, you can try, and I'll try to be subtle with whatever color you choose. Let's see. Is it part of life? Yes, Buddhism is definitely the only religion I have ever followed in life, and you are good. I get you, though. That's so funny because I was just talking to another person about like how Buddhism is kind of one of the better religions. It's hard to say if it's a better religion. I was talking about meritocracy and how in America the suicide rate is so high because if you don't make a certain income or you have a shitty title, say whatever shitty title means, whatever, and then you feel lowly because people disrespect you, you feel like a loser. You feel like you're not making it in life, and then you kill yourself because you don't think your life is very meaningful. Different countries, however, say like in, I don't know, a country that makes like the average person makes like $2 a day. They might make less than an American person, and they would still feel like their life is very meaningful because of religion. So I wouldn't say religion is not messy. I would say it's definitely very messy. There's a lot of controversy. Like there's a lot of control issues. People need to they need to listen to their true selves, whether that means they need to fuck, whether that means they need to eat meat, whether that means whatever it fucking means, right? But I think there's also something beautiful about believing that you just innately have worth just because you live. I don't think Americans believe that, and that's something I want to believe, but I don't, I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet, and I think it's beautiful that religion can do that for people. All right, let's see. Let's see. Clown girls are very hot. Mix it up with a ponytail and I'm melting. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I got distracted. I don't know about that. I don't know about clown girls. I don't think there's a genre in porn about clown girls. You tell me. Actually, my friend was telling me, he was in college. He was talking about becoming, what's it called? He had a great title for a porn website. It'd be called Porndora, like Pandora, where if you have a genre you like, say you like rock, then you can listen to rock music, right? And then it would mix it up for you and you don't have to choose kind of thing. Like Porndora would say you like MILF porn. So I'm sorry, I wish I didn't say MILF porn. Let's just say some other kind of porn. Whatever, we're going with MILF. And then they would just like put up videos that you like. So if maybe there could be a clown girl section. That's all. All right. Anyways, I guess I could do something to look more like a clown. I don't know about ponytail. That took a turn. You didn't like that? It's just because honestly, I just didn't want to do anything different. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything. Sorry about that. I actually don't have any makeup that makes me look like a clown. I only have a lot of neutral colors anyways. I don't have any reds or greens or blues or orange. Sorry. Maybe I could do my hair in a ponytail. Here, enjoy. Let's see. Let's see. We could talk about. Let's see. I think so. As far as war goes, Buddhism don't really colonize countries. That is true. We don't colonize countries. I'm Buddhist, so I can say that. But I also think there's a lot of, because I know a lot of Buddhists, I think and my mom was Buddhist, but she was very controlling. So I don't think just because you're Buddhist, there's not like you don't have problems. I think sometimes even because my mom was Buddhist, let's say it doesn't have to be Buddhism. Say you, high ponytail or low ponytail. Plus it looks kind of, this side kind of looks silly. Yeah, let me do a high ponytail. Lots of people I know who are Buddhists, or it doesn't have to be Buddhism. I know some monks, and like, I don't know, anyone that's a nun is not abstinence, right? They can't fuck, they can't like masturbate, whatever. And because of that has been so hard on the world. There's so much pain in that. As humans, we all need to ejaculate. I mean, that is just like real life. You don't have to, but if you're depressed, you probably don't have it in you to do so anyways. But here is me in a ponytail, but I think it looks kind of silly because, well, I don't know, you can't see my hair. Let's see. And it doesn't have to be, we didn't have to be, oh, thank you for following me. We don't have to be talking about sex. We could be talking about meat eating. Like in a lot of my family are vegetarian, and I feel like they use it as a way to know if you're good or bad. Like I will go off it or on it all the time because I like meat, or it happens, like I eat meat sometimes, and whatever, life happens. But then they don't like it when you do that. And I'm like, are you judging me because you miss meat? Like, why does it matter so much that I do so? Or are you judging me because you want control over my life? Like, tell me where this judgment is coming from. Maybe, yeah. But I mean, I'm just being critical. I'm just being critical of Buddhism. I actually love being Buddhist. I think it is one of the better religions, and I think it makes me a better person, but I don't necessarily think it makes everyone a better person just because you happen to be Buddhist. It's not what at least America believes, unfortunately, and I am sure everyone else agrees. Damn, we really got enough fruit down that route. Let's talk about our favorite porn category. Oh my god! Fine, you go first. I used to practice Buddhism growing up, would meditate 3 times a day and everything. Hey, I read that people who meditate are the ones that do better in life anyways, and it doesn't have to be meditation. It could be yoga, it could be journaling, it could be anything that's self-aware. So I like that you do that. I also try to do some kind of meditation. I hate meditating though. I get so bored and I'm so like go all the time that it's not my preferred thing, but there's lots of things you could do to meditate. There's box breathing, like 4 breath in, 4 breath hold, 4 breath out, 4 breath hold. There's also other things like body awareness, so I try to do something like that. There's like self-compassion meditating where you're like, say you're tense in your body. I'm always tense here, fuck. And I have this fat ass knot in the back of my upper back. And then like being grateful, and then instead of shitting on my neck or my back, I would be grateful that it keeps my neck up, or it keeps my head up and things like that. So there's different kinds of meditation. I don't know if I do it all the time. I love yoga though, because it is meditation with that added physical aspect. Let's see. Honestly, the only religion that ever made sense to me. I agree. I don't know about God. I believe in the universe. I believe that we're all kind of connected to each other. We have our individual souls, but like we're connected as one, because we all influence each other in some way, and we all have a part to play in our world. But God, How do I know there's a God? I've never seen a God. How can someone believe so much in a God? I'm curious. Like, how it's interesting how people can have so much faith. But I also think sometimes that faith is very helpful in the world anyways. Like, some people are really, some people are really sweet Christians. I know some really sweet giving Christians, but I also wonder if they give too much. I worry that they do because that's what they were taught to do. Sometimes I think like you can take a break, and also sometimes I feel like those giving Christians could be a little more selfish. Like ask for a little bit more help. Be the person being helped. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, thank you for saying I'm pretty. That's nice. You know, I used to really need a guy's validation. I mean, I working on it. I used to really need validation from men. I had a lot of daddy issues. But I'm trying to learn that I'm going to pick myself. So there's this thing I'm trying to say to myself. I hope if a woman ever watches this that has some kind of like, you know, that only like to be, that like objectifies themselves, because I used to, and I still kind of do objectify myself a lot, to pick yourself first. Like, it doesn't matter if other people pick you, like you picked you. I picked me. That's what I've been telling myself. Let's see. The more I look around the world, the more agnostic I become. I know this word, and I forgot this word, so I'm going to look it up. Agnostic. You don't believe or disbelieve in God. You'll know it if you see it, right? Yeah, I get that. Hi, first time chatter. I like this. How are you? By the way, I don't know how to call you. It's a deep or something else. Huh? I have some quotes for that issue. Okay, sure. Throw them at us. What do you mean you don't know how to call? I don't know how to call you. Are you saying you don't know what my name is? Or well, I don't know if you guys care what my name is, to be fair. I have a very Asian name. You could call me Tin if anyone cares. You don't have to care. Whatever. It's life. Let's see. That's fair. I get that not everyone is suited for every religion somehow. It's been fun hanging out. I have work early tomorrow, so I have to go. Been fun. We'll stop by again for sure. Love that. Please come by. Thank you so much for hanging out and talking. It was fun to pick your mind for sure. Hi. Yes. Let's see. Has this name been taken? Mark. I think your name is Mark. I'm gonna assume so. Hi Mark, how are you doing? If you guys have anything else to talk about, I can only stay for a little bit longer too. Maybe like 15 minutes. And then I have to do my thing. That's why I did my makeup in the first place. Oh, guys find let's see. If you guys have kids, we could talk about that. If you don't, that's cool too. We could talk about something else. Let's see. You guys dating anyone? Looking to date? How's online dating? I got passive aggressive to Twitch. I couldn't pick out a regular name. I didn't want to be another, number thing. I went as long as I could, but I had to compromise on question as a word. I hope your stream is going well. I love your necklace. Oh my God. Thank you. I don't remember where I got it. Thank you. You gonna follow me? That's nice. I think that's what that means. I don't know. I think I got it from Forever 21. I don't remember. It's really hard with gold. I feel like when you wear gold, it wears off, especially something really cheap. But I got lucky with this one. This was cheap and it didn't wear off. I don't know what kind of material it is, but yeah, I wish I could help you with that. But anyways, thank you. You know what, the name thing was difficult for me. I used ChatGPT to figure out a name because I mean, it's deep fried feelings. It was actually going to be deep fried thoughts, but someone got it before I did. Damn them. Damn deep fried thoughts. That bastard was quick on the whip. Versus me. Deep fried feelings is very good too because I'm really in my feelings. There's different kinds of. There's like 4 categories. I'm a huge self-help junkie, psychology junkie. So, yes, I do have to leave eventually. So there's 4 of them, 4 categories. You could be a cheerleader, which everyone wants to be. Obviously, everyone wants to be like happy most of the time. There is a poet, which is like pessimistic all the time, like Edgar Allan Poe. There is, what was the other one? I can't remember the other one, but I'm a mad scientist, meaning that I'm all in my feelers. I get very happy very quickly, and I also get very sad, and I get very angry. I'm very passionate, no matter what I am. But most of the time, I'm pretty fun. I'm fun and happy most of the time. But still, it happens, and I get sad, and I don't care. Fuck it. You'll see me crying, and I don't fucking care. Let's see. How long have I been streaming on Twitch for? Well, right now, in general, I think I've been only doing this for an hour. In general, this is my 3rd time, so yes, I'm new. I don't know anything about Twitch. Someone told me to try it, and I was on YouTube for a little bit, but I was so tired of editing. I was so tired of the perfectionism. I was so tired of working on it. I thought this would be easier because I'm a mom, and all I can do is like fuck up in front of a camera, which I thought was very nice. Totally fucking up in front of the camera sounds really easy. I can do that all day long, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Are you doing just talking makeup stream? Are you planning to do here? Oh, thank you for asking me that. I had a lot of ideas. It was gonna be talking basically, but like so many things. Let me see. I have to look it up. But like, we could talk about love life. We could talk about the mental health. I'm tired. I mean, politics seems like everyone talks about politics, and I'm just so tired of politics. If we could stray away from that, that'd be great. But let's say, okay, Mother's Day is coming up. I had that coming up. I was going to talk about how I just had dinner with my mother-in-law, and after dinner, I said, thank you so much, like me and my family, right? I was like, thank you so much for all you do all year round. Here's your dinner. And everyone laughed. And my father-in-law was like, that dinner was so fucking cheap. And I was like, hey, I didn't choose the restaurant. That was mama's fault. And I just think it was really funny because I'm a mom and I understand how hard it is to work all year round just to be appreciated for one day. If you were even appreciated for that day. But yeah, I think it's really, and then also moms put a lot of pressure on that day. So a lot of husbands feel like a lot of backlash, or say, I feel bad for single moms who don't even have a husband to help them feel appreciated. Because their kids are not going to do a good job appreciating you. You know, they're just like self-centered little people who don't know how to appreciate yet. So anyways, that I was going to talk about little things like that, like anything that's been going on in my life that I feel like we could pick at that can be a topic that people want to talk about. Yeah, it wasn't always going to be makeup. It's just easier today. I usually stream on Fridays at 9 a.m., but I just happen to be doing my makeup, so then I'm going to be doing my makeup and talking to you guys. Why not, right? Why not? That's why. Let's see. There's no need to explain yourself to anyone because those who like you don't need it, and those who hate you won't believe it. Oh, I love that quote. It's interesting because I feel like that can also work. I was just thinking of a side tangent about that quote. Thank you for that quote. that if someone already likes you, they will give you so much grace. Do you know what I mean? Like say you like somebody and then they fuck up. You'd be like, oh, it's fine that you're late. Or, oh, that just happens because of this, this, and this. Or like, oh, they just act like that because of whatever. But if you don't like that person, you will never give them any grace. Like, even when they do something right, you're just like, whatever. Like, they just did it because of whatever. And I feel like that really relates to that not needing to explain yourself thing. But I feel like lots of people feel the need to explain themselves anyways. They want to be liked. I think most people want to be liked. I feel like most people, I don't know. I think in the interweb, people are very critical. I think it's hard to be human when you're online. You feel like everyone has to be so perfect. And so you critique everyone from that standard. And people are really mean online. And I get it. I think a lot of people who are mean online have a lot of mental health issues. And maybe they feel powerless in their real lives. Or maybe they have a lot of resentment towards someone else, you know, in their real life, say their wife, and then or their mom or their dad, and they can't yell at them, so they yell at us. I digress. I don't know why I got on that tangent. Welcome. From what I have seen so far, you will get a few weird chatters, but hopefully over time you will build a chill community. Thank you. I hope so too. I don't mind weird chatters either. I think weird people, I think I'm a weird person. So if weird people gravitate towards me, then it's understandable. I think there's something beautiful about being not normal all the time. So it's cool. Bring them on. But I mean, chill is good too. I don't want anyone that's like hostile or aggressive, you know? But weird is cool. I'm cool with weird. You seem fun and really easy to talk to. Hope it goes well for you here. I hope so too. I mean, I don't know. So then with success, I feel like we just circle back to success anyways. Like, will I become popular? Will I make it in Twitch? I don't know. Fucking, I'm not in control of that. But also, there's a lot of luck in being successful. Like, Bill Gates had a lot of luck. That's why he was successful. It's not just that he had talent. It's not this whole idea that you made it only on your own is bullshit. You know, there is a lot of luck in becoming successful. I mean, yeah, you have to have some kind of work ethic, and you have to have. I would hope you had to have some kind of talent, unless you were a nepo baby, and you don't have to have any talent. But I digress. I just want to say that I feel like I'm successful anyways, and I am making it anyways, it is going well for me anyways, because I enjoy talking to people. I like talking, and I like trying to do this banter thing, and like getting to know people, and just dicking around, and whatever. So even if I only have a few followers, even if I had no followers, and just like people interacting with me, I think I'd be pretty happy. Just because I enjoy the moment, you know? I think that's the best way of winning anyways, to enjoy the fucking moment you're in, versus like the prestige of like being successful, getting an award, you know, this and that, and then you're not enjoying the moment you were in. Ever consider doing a Discord channel for Twitch? I don't know what Discord is. See, this is my third stream. I'm so new that someone said LUL, and I was like, what the fuck is that? You guys are using a new word for LOL. And then I asked someone that was younger than me, someone who was in their 20s, about it. And I was like, and they said that only old people use LOL. And I was like, what the fuck? That was so mean. But it was really funny. Discord group. Okay, it's a group chat. That's fun and games. That's funny. Maybe I would try that. Do I just like connect with someone else on a like line, and then we just talk to each other while there's a chat? Is that how it works? Huh. Thank you for that recommendation. I will look into it. Discord. Oh crap, I have to leave soon. 10 minutes, guys. Thank you for watching, by the way. You guys are the best. Okay. How do I get there? Where am I going? I'm all stressed out, obviously, you could tell. Let's see. Oh shoot, I have to leave now. It's 40 minutes away and I'll be on time. Okay, first of all, thank you guys all for chatting and coming in and listening to me. You guys are the best. I hope you guys have the best rest of your day and the rest of your, if I don't see you again, rest of your journey and life and like whatever. And I hope to see you again. Please, if you want to follow me, that would be sick. I'm on Fridays usually and randomly on to do my makeup on random days. Yes, have a good one. I will see you next time. Please follow me. If not, that's cool too. Anyways, send you guys all lots of love and I'll see you next time. Bye.